I've little enough gold to spend as 'tis.
Where to now?
It seems you must attend a palace masquerade if you were to meet the one who would falsely claim your title. It would seem we even need to visit the palace. Pawns aren't permitted entry to the palace, but I would see you to the entrance if I may.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Well, while you're here, eh?
This might be what...
Need anything? Stop by again soon.
Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall speak of riddles and monsters with frightful mystique. In the north of Vermont is our curious tale staged, where ventured a hero oft left off the page. He delved into a temple of baleful feature, only to be confronted by a...
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace, discussing a curious rumor.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean?
Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship with this Batali dignitary than is publicly known.
There was no time for shock and dismay, as answer my riddle, did the fearsome thing say. The trickery was clear. To respond meant certain doom, but in the midst of his answer, he'd doubtless been consumed. So a mighty attack did our hero dispense, to conquer his foe and banish it thence. With a single strike was the towering beast repelled, to quail in fear at the mortal strength it beheld. Such is the legacy of Lord Rosamond, who, needless to say, was the father of House Berkeley, which lives on to this day.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier. Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
This really is fine craftsmanship.
Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat.
Won't someone do aught about this?
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
We have reached our destination.
We shall remain here.
Shift's only just begun. Preparations, kid.
soldiers need better
Head will
training.
grow if horse goes around.
This cannot go on.
Suppose I ought to. I must try to affect
all my
the change.
troubles here.
I always draw the short straw. All my days were so tranquil.
Quite. Dilemma.
This is quite. Quandary. Such quietude is a
My
blessing.
sword arm could use some work.
I'm more barbaric than this.
The best of us have rallies, I suppose.
Time is a slippery beast that must be tamed.
It is our duty to see this peace.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
See everyone out and about.
We must rest, though the... Up we get. We can expect a busy night.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
Feeling rested, I trust?
Rest all my equipment.
Keep things interesting.
The rules at your left.
It's been a hard day. Won't someone do aught about this?
It seems we must part ways for the time being.
Surely someone will ask me to dance along.
You're far from your station, are you not?
I was bored out my skull guarding the pallet.
Like children at a fair.
perfect spot to
Only
sit
we drink more wine.
I only pray my watch finishes without incident. I'd sooner stay out
cannot
of that
afford
were
another
it possible.
Work done graciously.
Have you heard? There's to be more restrictions on goods traded with Batal. Apparently, even tribal.
Greetings! I do not believe we are...
must get a move on. I've much to do yet.
Can't wait for the new equipment to come in.
My uncle really would have been better off
These festivities are part and part.
Twouldn't do.
We who are gathered here are naught but nameless nobles. 'Twould be uncouth. Why, no. We who are gathered here are...
Another fancy party hosted by the Arisen. You think he's feeling plenty merry by now?
'Twould seem our sovereign has recovered
Best more
enough
on that
to
tongue before you lose it.
Word reached my ear that I've seen my fair share of
Wastes and curves.
No doubt. Methinks I'll have a rest.
Surely these
I find it liberating to...
Surely these extract...
Smiles are the finest reward.
So, just between you and me, my survey missions through my task is to seek out items. 'Tis an enigma. Forged of. So back and forth I go on an... My sword arm could use some work. My sword arm could use some work. I've been on my feet all day. My legs are as
Well now, you're...
What is it? Has something happened?
We have it on good authority that a suspicious individual passed through here.
We need to scour the area. Well, scour what we like.
In here.
Open up!
You're dressed rather austerely for a patron.
My humblest apologies, Lady Wilhelmina. We've had reports of an unseemly character in the vicinity, you see, and...
Preposterous. I was out front till but a moment ago, and I did not see so much as a shadow.
Be that as it may.
You are excused. Leave this place, ere you invite our noble host's wrath upon yourself. I will summon you if aught is amiss.
Pray forgive the intrusion.
And what business have you here? In the nobles' playground? Hmm? You've the face of someone in search of a juicy morsel. Would you be looking for this, perchance?
Come on, then. Keep pouring. Do you take me for some green lad who can't handle his cups? I'm your damned king, and a king deserves royal treatment.
Of course, Your Majesty.
Tell us, Your Majesty, would you prefer more drink, or shall we find some other way to amuse ourselves?
Aye. Let's change things up.
I believe I cautioned you to keep your drunken revelry in check, lest you forget these celebrations of your valor are but a pretense for more serious matters.
I know. I do. It's just I get the poison in me and things happen is all.
You need only serve as our false king until Sven becomes consul. Till then, however, you would do well to remember that your role demands a certain degree of dignity. I trust you understand your position, Your Majesty.
Nay, as you say, I'll go and sober up.
Why not remove yours as well? This is not the masquerade hall, and we now find ourselves quite alone. What say we dispense with such pretenses and speak openly with one another, Lord Phasus?
That will do. If you're discovered, yours won't be the only head that rolls. What is your purpose here, I wonder? If you came to learn of the Sovereign, then 'tis as you have seen. The man is naught but a ale-swilling pretender propped up by the Queen Regent. Of course, that begs the question. If he's a mere mummer, then where might our true Arisen be? You'd best go. I'll do what I can to help you make your escape. As you can see, I run an establishment that caters to certain pleasures. You're welcome to come and play anytime. If you escape with your life, that is. Know, however, that our services do not come cheap.
Greetings, Master. Is this where you've been all this while?
Do take care not to stray so far next time.
It seems you have obtained information regarding the Sovereign. Captain Branch will be eager to hear of it, I'm sure. We ought to bring word of this to Captain Brandt. I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Pray, follow me.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist. Do come again.
I'll slit your bleeding throat!
We have arrived.
I don't like the look of this.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Well, well. He is merely Disa's puppet then. 'Tis likely that he knows naught of her schemes, even were he to be removed. I suspect some other would simply be made to take his place. But if there's aught that compels my attention, 'tis this other man you mention. Phasus, was it? He seems a man of import, and yet I have never heard of him. Pray, allow me to investigate this matter further. You've done well, Your Majesty. Thank you.
Queen Regent Disa appears to be working in concert with this Phasus fellow. But what precisely is their aim?
That's odd.
Might not one of the bandits in Vernworth's jail know of the methods employed by thieves and their ilk? Pray, allow me to show you the way.
Right you are.
Over here, if you please.
Welcome.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. While examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds, for some time now, it seems she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the daily purchase of sweet. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be Arisen, appeared on the scene. This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums are passing into the hands of Arthur himself. Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crown flowers only grow on the eastern edge of Vermund. I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge will guide us in our pursuit of, but 'tis a frail hope to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that your Majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origin. I am glad to hear it, for I cannot shake the feeling that uncovering the identity of the false sovereign
It is of dire import we unmask the false sovereign. To that end, we must travel to Vermin's eastern edge. I can guide you to the place, Arisen, or thereabouts.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
You! Wouldn't say no to a nice, juicy beef.
Each day is harder to bear.
Shall we get some rest then? I trust we've all inspected our equipment. Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust?
Even the grave.
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering. It would allow us to save our strength, assuming we're not attacked, that is. A fine place to harvest some ingredients. No harm in picking a few. This party is fit for adventure. Our strengths complement each other well.
No challenge is beyond our combined might.
Right you are.
We cannot break it from this side.
I understand. You have my protection.
My knowledge from other worlds tells me that if the
Goblins! Master! We must remain vigilant. we've little need for a campsite at present. Let us return once we've grown tired from our labors. Protect you. One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent.
The broken sections are a hindrance, but I believe we can reach our goal all the same. Now, what might that be?
We ought to take a closer look.
your pack grows over full, simply ask me to sell off your surplus items. I'll have the gold for you in a trice.
Wolves, if I've ever seen them. Tis of dire import we unmask the false sovereign. To that end, we must travel to Vermin's eastern edge. I can guide you to the place arisen, or thereabouts. You have our gratitude. Lead the way. Over here, if you please.
I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location?
I shan't let it fall. I knew you would prevail, Master. We can get a fold to grow over. Our foe is not yet down. Results speak louder. You're like to grow overburdened if you keep... Picking up every little trinket you find. Pray, follow me. Let me get that. Follow along at your own pace, Master. I shan't leave you behind.
You there! Are you looking to... You'd best go elsewhere, friend. There's no business to be had here, that's for sure.
That man just now seemed rather on edge. What could he have seen here to inspire such suspicion?
You'd best go out. There's no business to be had here. You'd best go out. There's no business to be had here.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
You must be the visitor I've heard so much about. Have you some business here? You would know of our village? As you can see, 'tis a simple place, tucked away on the eastern edge of Vermund. Is there aught else I can help you with, sir? Arthur. At least, no one by that name lives here, sir. As you like, sir.
This is the Ed course. Nothing's free in this world.
Glad to be of service, sir.
Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time. The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
Greetings. I must say, I trust you are enjoying your sojourn. If you have any questions, ask away. I should be glad to aid you. If aught about our humble village seems strange to you, that is easily explained. For 'tis here that thieves are instructed in the skills they require. To begin with, those who wander into the village are evaluated for their potential aptitude. Of course, you are no exception, which is to say, you have my approval as the Thiefmeister. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? You're curious what I know of you? Quite a bit. Naturally, I'm not the only one. Our village has its own network of spies, and you're the second Arisen to come to Vermont. And you've allied yourself with Captain Brandt against the Queen Regent. In response, she's... Oops. I mustn't say it. Don't misunderstand. I'm no ally of the Queen. Those who deal in information must ne'er align themselves with a... Is there aught else you'd care to ask? Arthur, you say? I've lived in this village many a year. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? Aye. Take care, then. You, sir, are worthy of inheriting my ultimate technique. Once mastered, 'twill allow you to fell all foes, both missed.
The Maester's teaching is yours, Arisen. I dare say there's no truer sign of mastery, nor better reward for your efforts.
I shall strive to learn from your example, that I might reach new heights of my own.
Is there aught else you'd care to ask? Aye. Take care.
Yes, Master. I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used to enhance your... I've nothing to report as yet.
To the chest.
Oh, you wonder how I know? For starters, 'tisn't naught mysterious about it, but don't worry yourself. Can't offer you any help, though. Still, I suppose I could give you a bit of advice. If I were you, I'd try doing to someone else what I was just doing to you. Know what I mean? I've a hefty wager riding on you, cuz.
Do to someone else what I just did to you. What could she have meant by that?
No doubt you're dazzled by my...
I'm not interested.
Can't say I've any tidings to share.
I'll go and open the chest.
Is there aught else you'd care to ask? Arthur, I've lived in this village many... Is there aught else you'd care to ask? Aye. Take care, then.
This looks as if 'twould fetch a hefty sum.
Whether or not we make the sale is for the Arisen to decide.
This is the course. Nothing's free in this world. It's a blessing to find myself so busy as this. I shan't let circumstance dictate. Glad to be of service, sir.
Ah, you must be... You would know of our village? Is there aught else I can help you with, sir? Arthur. At least, no one by that name lives. As you like, sir.
To ask aught of me,
Aught you need of me? Aught you need of me?
is a letter most inscrutable, and I fear it will remain as such if we cannot find another piece to this puzzle.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Nothing you about. You're the outsider. Come on, follow me.
Whatever it is, I'll thank you to leave.
Well met. Tis strangely quiet hereabouts. Where are our foes lurking?
If we seek monsters, we shall doubtless find them ere long. Master, I discovered a treasure chest hereabouts during my last journey beyond the rift. Shall I guide you to it?
Leave it to me. I know precisely where we're headed.
Pray, allow me to show you the way.
'Twould seem we've little choice but to set out for the place.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes.
Over here, if you would. We're here, and none the worse for wear. An impressive view. We can infer much of the lay of the land from here.
'Twould be a good place to take stock of our surroundings.
True enough.
look at my wares?
What brings you here? What brings you? Is that who I think it is?
Aye, I reckon so. Rather more common looking than I'd expected. But I suppose that's neither here nor there. It's a question of skill at the end of the day. All you need of me.
All you need of me? All you need of me?
All you need of me.
Fancy a look at my wares? The safer the roads, the heavier my pockets. Do come again.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Me? Got something for me?
Is there aught else you'd care to ask?
Beg pardon? A letter. Brass means imitating someone in thieves' cant. This letter means to say someone's taken up. Naturally, I can say nothing as to the who.
Is there aught else you'd care to ask?
Aye. Take care.
Don't bring trouble.
Here to ask aught of me, are you?
The day we shall await you here, Master.
You made it after all. Guess that means I...
Dear me.
You didn't disappoint, did you? You've done well. Seems only fair I answer any questions weighing on you. Go on. Ask figures you'd want to know about. We're supposed to be neutral. Ordinarily, I wouldn't say a word about it. But I suppose I can tell you. His real name is Dara. He was one of us, once. But he's been exiled. We had no choice, see? We're men and women of shadow. That's why he was cast out. That all you wanted to ask? What can I say? Not many people bother with this place. Luckily for me, anyway. Most visitors get fooled into going. We send them packing with a trifle, and if they don't question it, good riddance. Anyone that we only train the rare few who make it here. Some might go so far as to say that that all you wanted to ask? For all this, but he failed. Took a massive so the title fell to... That's when he went off, saying he used the scar in his... And what a scheme that turned out to be, eh? Still, you'd have a hard time proving that he's not who he says he is. But we can't have him thinking that he gets to go off and enjoy a... Me thinks he needs something to remind him of the debt he owed. Now, as to the Maester's teaching, not sure you'll be able to use it.
You're here. I've been...
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Not half bad.
My apologies.
No doubt you're dazzled by...
A reward for our efforts. I expect Captain Brandt will know how to put what we've gleaned to good use. We ought to bring word of this to Captain Brandt. Allow me to guide you, Master. I know the person you're looking for.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
I've not got food atwixt my...
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen? We have arrived.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim. Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, your majesty? This appears to be a bill calling for the arrest of a... But hold a moment. Does this man's countenance not bear an uncanny resemblance? I see. If your majesty is certain that the two are... Ah, but of course. A clever plan. The Queen Regent will be forced to deny any connection to her. Furthermore, 'twill serve as an attestation to Dara's existence, which shall remain an undeniable truth, and all the while, the doubts lurking in the heart, a clever ploy indeed. I've no doubt that this bill will prove its worth in due course. You have my gratitude, your...
So, the false sovereign operates at... the behest of Queen Regent Disa.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, your majesty. Yes, by a minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest, and from the pains he took to remain on scene. That alone is reason to suspect a connection. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be. I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn.
We have been entrusted with a task. Let us approach it with all due care.
It would seem we've a need to visit the palace.
It would seem we've a need to visit the palace. Let us make for the palace, that you might investigate Minister Allard's chambers. I can accompany you to the castle entrance, Master, but no further. If that is your destination, You are the Arisen. Follow me! Tis best you move along. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
Have you heard the news? The new recruits are to be sent out to Melve. Melve, I say. I'm not sure.
I wish the minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chamber.
You're in trouble now.
Such
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter.
Oh, perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefit...
My lord.
Oh, unring your... As if anyone in this Palinal If Wilhelmina calls. What are you doing in here? I don't recognize you. Guards, seize the intruder.
Surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the Sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would...
Well, well. We meet again. Is this...
Oi! Who goes there? Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, it is you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, milady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, milady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered. I don't appreciate having my motives. Something tells me this shan't be the last I see of you. Perhaps... Off you go now.
Meager wages like these won't fill
sides. Still waiting on that report.
I can rarely afford. It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign.
Quite a predicament.
This is it.
Now this is a conundrum.
You!
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country, but let me see. It reads, "Pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be a meager clue to be." Though, 'tis clear that though the political situation is stable at present, I fear such a partnership would, at any rate, to seem our search has led us to only. I will investigate these matters as best I can. Only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen, and ere it slips my mind, pray.
Phases. Now there's an... name to remember. Might not one of the bandits in Vernworth's jail know of the methods employed by thieves and their ilk?
Pray, allow me to show you the way.
Right. You are. This journey will be a long one. What say we employ an ox cart and save our feet the blisters? A most agreeable suggestion. Of course, the Arisen shall have the final say in the matter. good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow.
I feel refreshed and ready for a new day.
Come, we've much to be getting on with. Feeling rested, I trust?
This will not go unpunished.
I shan't let them harm you. Though drawn to women is a moth to a flame. Such single-mindedness makes our enemies resistant, but not necessarily easy to counter. One of us has been down to the earth. Our foes be knocked off balance. Grab hold and drag it to the ground. Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall...
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Fewer monsters are to be found in the main road.
This ox cart's bound. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
What?
Hey!
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor. We must not let down our guard.
Our foe hasn't even noticed what's been important.
None shall harm.
Well met. Hope to see you again.
We have reached our destination. Mayhap we can employ a cart for our next journey.
What is it you wish to...
One never can have too many of these. Let us take care when and how we put them to use.
Might I interest you in my... My humble wares? Hope to see you again.
Ever since the reign of Rathace, the village of Melv has played an indispensable role in the defense. Yet twice now, as the dragon set upon the fault here lies with you, Ser Ulrika.
With all due respect, Sir Martin, our village, was it not the former consul who decreed that the stronghold should serve to defend the kingdom? Yet the stronghold has remained entirely silent to our plight. How can you say that the fault is ours to bear?
I know of no such agreement. At the very least, Queen Regent Disa has mentioned naught of the kind.
But I'm quite sure the consul...
You would dare misrepresent the words of the dead? Or do you... If so, then Melv's problems run far deep.
What? I intended nothing of the...
Save your honeyed words, traitor!
You came to see me. Still, how would you like to stay the night? I've yet to repay you for aught you've... It was by your godly efforts that Melv escaped the worst of the drag. The people of this village are more precious to me than life its aye. Now, 'tis time we slept. There is much to be done for the village.
Where is Ulrika? The Queen Regent has declared that Ulrika... All who seek to abet her will be
Ulrika is...
What?
She stole away in the dead of night. Ask her... I cannot say why for certain, but realizing her plans for rebellion had been found out, she chose...
You would have me believe that Ulrika was
Aye, that's the long and short...
Very well. I shall take you at your word, sir. For the time being, your village will be in our hands. If 'tis...
Ah, there you are. There's aught I would ask. You've heard she fled the village. Aye? Though, that is, she left the village that she might fulfill her... As for where she went, it would be unwise for me to go looking for her, lest I draw the eyes of the overseers. I only pray that she does not fall into...
This ox cart's bound. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
It falls on me to resolve this.
Out of the car.
One of us has been doused in slime.
Do not despair! I'm coming to your aid!
It is vital you remain level-headed. Dare I say it? We trap.
As a reward for you will of course require raiment befitting of the occasion. I would ask that your majesty return once you've procured such attire.
Weary at this hour, sir? You must have quite a tale to tell. You know where to find. Weary at this hour, sir? You must have quite a tale to tell. Much obliged.
We ought to bring word of this to Captain Brandt. Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
There will be other opportunities.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim. So the acting chief of Melv was blamed. However, I've heard no report of her It may well be that she is safe. Is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to your majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar. Many a time as Deezer demanded Waldar amend the code, and many a time as the magistrate refused her. For he is loyal to none. Our laws dictate that your majesty is at thus. As the staunchest supporter of the law, what say you? Might you be willing to aid me in I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Should you be discovered, I will be... There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim as a true arisen. Aught shall change once we have attained. If your majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so before we depart. Very well. Is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? So, however, I've heard no report. It may well be that she is... Is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? Do not forget that we...
I can accompany you to the castle entrance, Master, but no further.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Do come again.
A mystic spear hand. What a marvelous vocation.
Our master ascends to heights beyond our reach.
Quite a predicament. Such quietude is a blessing.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself. We shall await you here, Master.
All my days were so tranquil.
So, you've come. Captain Brand...
I'd hasten.
Have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? Oh. Then we are presented with 3, or Jesus are. Have you proof that you... Ah, they say that by that mark, this reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. He went before the people, insisting that he... And what befell him? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be alive. Aye. I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but escape? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering and I need not turn my ear to That said, if you know of a place, tell me. I suspected as much. Then... Well, have you found some place? I suspected as much. Then we are done here. Leave me be.
The best quality a soldier can have is loyalty. Like it or not, I must go where duty calls me.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering. Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by
Shall we get some rest then? It appears night has fallen while we slept. Shall we check our packs and be off?
Ready to forge on?
Off to market I go.
Death comes for me next. I am sure of it. Got to focus. My head will roll if aught goes awry. Mayhap I really would have been better off a baker.
Must hold out till someone comes up.
Tell is, Vermund was once a beast-ridden kingdom.
Truly?
Indeed, though 'tis not widely known among the common folk.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. A place with books likely to entice Magistrate Waldo, you say? Kendrick of the Gracious Hand is versed in many things.
Wonder if it's too early for dinner.
When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten.
Reckon I'd spend my life here if I could.
My body's not forgiven me for last night's scuffle.
Naught to look forward to but a long day of work.
Still a while to go before my shift's over.
Oh, I'm in fine
At least here I can enjoy my own company.
Suppose I best earn my keep.
I don't know what to do.
Sets my thoughts down.
Arms, arms for the poor. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Few can afford perpetual.
Let me get that.
Well met, Sir Arisen. Many thanks. May fortune smile up. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you? Many thanks. May hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. You see, one of the children we care for here at the Malcolm, his name is. He's a steady lad. This building's very old. It could be that might I impose on you to...
Let us begin by gathering information.
True enough.
Where could Malcolm have gotten off to? Perhaps you could try asking the other children. I haven't been able to get much out of them myself. Where could Malcolm have gotten off to? Perhaps you could try asking the other children. I haven't been able to get much out of them myself.
I'd fain lead the way, if you would be so kind as to follow me.
The guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. This is generally used as a material.
Pity me, do you?
Was I lacking in devotion?
Got to sell off what I can while I'm in town.
Mayhap I ought to be getting hospital.
It's been a hard day. I'm ill at ease.
All I've got left are my aches and pains.
A short repose would do me a world of good. I know so little of this world, and of myself.
'Tis my duty to devote my life to prayer and virtue. What teachings might salve the people's woes?
Good day, sir.
Good day, sir.
Is Malcolm all... We were supposed to go exploring together. Wish he'd woken me up. I was really looking forward to going down and... Please, sir. Please, sir. Don't tell nobody.
The pursuit of betterment is an endless journey. Tis my duty to devote my life to prayer and virtue.
I know so little of this world.
Tis
and
my
of
duty
myself.
to devote my life to prayer and virtue.
There's comfort in the humdrum of daily life.
Tis my duty to devote my life to prayer and virtue. The pursuit of betterment is an endless journey.
A short repose will do me a world of good.
Wickedness has no hope.
This is most convenient. Another destination we were bound for is not far from here. Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of consideration.
A short repose will do me a world of good.
Chaos in the world begins with chaos of the mind. This is a place of prayer. Do keep your voice low.
I fear I've much to attend to.
out of bed.
Malcolm's been really into exploring of late. Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was an ox hair away.
This ain't my problem. Damn nobles do nothing but guzzle sweetmeats and ale.
Malcolm. All he's doing of late is picking through rubble. Don't know why he bothered.
Shall we report our results?
Vaults, you say? By my knowledge, they are, but you mention rubble, aye? Come, I fear there's not a prey. Follow me, and quickly. I believe this is the place to which the look there, a hole. Could he have... There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. The passage... Let us make haste.
Keep your ears pricked. Our foes might betray themselves with the slight... sound. Remain alert, and naught shall catch us by surprise.
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now I can breathe freely at last.
Sir Kendrick, you'll never believe what I've found. Books, sir. Books, books, and more books. It's like some sort of...
Truly, perhaps we ought to take...
We ought to follow close behind.
You have my support.
over here.
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing?
'Tis quite a find indeed. Why, I've ne'er seen so many. Might I ask that you not share? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy. Someone. As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else.
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your side, let's investigate this place's...
It boggles the mind that so impressive an archive slumbered here. 'Tis surely at any scholar's dream.
The books ne'er seem to end. Who could have brought them here, I wonder? The books ne'er seem to end. Who could have brought them here, I wonder? The books ne'er seem to end. Who could have brought them here? I pray, keep your voice low. I shall gladly aid you if 'tis within my power.
How do you do? Go on.
I keep fucking skipping the dialogue on accident.
I don't like it here. I want to go home.
Pray, keep your voice low.
Where's my comb? My fur's in a rug. What should I do?
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen, you discovered this in the gracious hands. I imagine 'twould indeed be sufficient. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve the citizen. There is much we ought to tend to. If we are... So the acting chief... However, I've heard no report. It may well be that... Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work...
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist. Always a pleasure.
Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of consideration.
Will someone do aught about this?
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
Will someone do aught about this?
I must be vigilant. The townspeople depend on
We shall await you here, Master.
Well, have you found some... Oh, to guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from...
So this is where you were, Master. I searched high and low for you.
Aye, this should be far. If you truly are arisen, words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading
Always sets me to think, this place.
At last we've arrived. Delivery in hand.
We ought to make the delivery now, lest it should end up lost or misplaced.
Right you are.
Swapping stories is one of life's great.
Might we not complete our delivery while we're here?
We need only pass our burden into the hands that await it.
You have my support.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
Oh, what does this say? Shall we take a closer look?
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well.
We must rest, though the sun is still up. It appears night has fallen while we slept. Shall we check our packs and be off?
Ready to forge on?
Captain will have my head if I skip another patrol.
Nice place this. I'm in no hurry to leave.
Such quietude is a blessing.